Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy, disgusting leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I say what you're thinking. And I know you're wondering, what is this awesome shirt you're wearing today, Angela? Well, let me tell you. This is my first sponsored video, and I do want to thank TrumpDaddy2020.com for sponsoring my video and for sending over some really cool stuff. So this shirt right here, he's got his face on it. It's kind of hard to see, but it says TrumpDaddy2020.com underneath. They sent over this one as well. I got to choose these. There's a lot. I mean, you go on the website, there's tons of stuff, but of course, you know, I have an affinity for racerback tank tops, so I got these. So this one says, deal with me, TrumpDaddy2020.com, but they've got t-shirts, they've got sweatshirts, they've got little tchotchkes, mugs, koozies. They have a funny little anti-snowflake button. So super excited that they decided to sponsor this video, and thank you so much. And I will leave all their information down below. And I know everyone's very curious as to who gets the plastic straw this week. So many choices. Am I right? I'm right. But I have to be a little solemn here because this is serious. This week's plastic straw goes to the defeated noble Cherokee warrior, Elizabeth Warren. Godspeed, you powwow chow queen. Godspeed, you fake Indian. And I hope that in the happy hunting ground where you go off with your ancestors, that they appreciate you a little more than the Democratic electorate. Good riddance, Elizabeth. You know, side note, Liz, maybe next time, maybe in the next life or whatever happens, if we come back as someone else or whatever, who knows, maybe in the next life you could not pretend to be something you're not and keep lying about who you are. Just an idea. I know, it's radical, right? Anyway, bye, Liz. Girl, bye. And thanks a lot for sticking around and screwing over Bernie and Super Tuesday. Way to go. I mean, there's one last little shank she had to give Bernie Sanders, so whatever. Speaking of Bernie Sanders, obviously it was Super Tuesday this week. And I gotta say, I was incorrect about my prediction. I thought Bernie was going to run the tables. However, when Amy Klobuchar dropped out, Pete Buttigieg dropped out, I kind of saw the writing on the wall. I was like, okay, they're all coalescing around Joe Biden now. And I find that really kind of disturbing because Joe Biden is not well. And I don't say that to be derogatory. I don't say that to be controversial. Anyone with eyes to see and ears to hear can tell that Joe Biden doesn't even know where he is half the time. And it's really sad what they're doing to him. And yeah, he's a corrupt piece of garbage. Yes, he's been on the take for credit card companies. And you know, credit card debt in America is at its highest ever. And so we can, in a way, have Joe Biden to thank for that because he cozied up to the companies his entire time in the Senate. Obviously, wherever Barack Obama put him, suddenly his family got rich off of. We could go on and on. I'm not going to rehash that because hopefully the Senate is getting ready to do a deep dive into that. But the fact that the Democrats, this is who they're rallying around. Yikes. I think they know that they're going to lose and they're taking a dive. That's the only thing that makes any sense right now. So, you know, Bloomberg's out and Warren's out, and God bless Tulsi Gabbard for trying to stick it in there. I mean, I guess she's like, well, I don't really have any overhead or anything. I'm just going to say I'm still in the race. So I say go for it, Tulsi. You're pretty and you're smart and, you know, go for it. So maybe they'll put her on the stage with Bernie and Biden at the next debate, but I kind of hope not because that's going to be an interesting debate. Now, Bernie Sanders has been really disappointing. I mean, he's a snarling old communist who you know, he's crappy to his staff and he's crappy to waitresses and service people, but he doesn't seem to have the cojones to stand up to Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, or anyone in the Democrat establishment. I mean, has he taken any of them on? No, he refuses to. I mean, there's so much fodder that Bernie Sanders could go after Joe Biden about. He could have done this with Elizabeth Warren. He didn't. I almost said a cuss word. he's a lady part. I think you know what I'm saying. So, he thinks so big and bad. He just thinks he wants the Bernie bros to do his dirty work for him. And they're like, hey, Bernie bros, you ready to burn down Milwaukee if I don't get this thing? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. So we'll have to see what happens in the next few weeks. But probably the writing's on the wall and Bernie's going to be gone soon, unless he steps up. I don't see it happening, though. But anyway, speaking of unhinged Democrats, and they are becoming more and more unhinged by the day, we have 2 instances this week of just mind blown that if a Republican had done it, their careers would be completely over. Boom, they're done. They're canceled. It's over. And earlier this week, Donna Brazille, who used to be the head of the DNC, who inexplicably has been hired by Fox. I don't know why. I don't know why the new Murdoch leadership thinks that we're just clamoring to have Donna Brazille's stupid opinions. We are not. Anyway, she decided to tell Ronna McDaniel, who's the head of the RNC, to go to hell twice within 90 seconds. Side note real quick, I think Ronna is doing an awesome job. I think she's very calm and very measured, but also she's a fighter and she knows what has to happen. And I will say that she has stood up to her worthless uncle Mitt Romney pretty well. So I'm very happy with Ronna McDaniel. But, she had the audacity to ask Donna, make an obvious statement that it's clear that the Democrats are trying to push Bernie out again and are, rigging the election or rigging the system once again for him, having these people drop out at opportune times to help Joe Biden. And Donna Brazille lost it. It's like, well, I think Ronna just hit the nail on the head there, didn't she? Because when you call someone out, and you got a little too close for comfort, they will bite your head off, and that's what Donna Brazille did. But let's keep in mind who Donna Brazille is. This is a woman who, when she worked for the DNC, was instrumental in screwing over Bernie Sanders in 2016 for the primary and in favor of Hillary Clinton. Then after she left the DNC, she was working at CNN because, of course, all these people always get jobs because they all take care of their own. Donna Brazille gave debate questions to Hillary Clinton. And not only was did that not disqualify Hillary Clinton, it didn't disqualify Donna Brazille because I guess, Fox was like, we need another cheater. Let's hire Donna Brazille. One liberal lunatic or 7 with Marie Harf and that one. Don't even get me started about Marie Harf and Juan Williams and, that Chris Hahn and Richard Goodstein and the other loser leftists they torture us with on Fox. They're like, oh, we need Donna Brazille, the cheater. Yeah, bring her on. Anyway, Ronna McDaniel handled herself with class and grace, and Brazille is an unhinged lunatic. And she was kind of setting the stage, of course, for Chuck Schumer, who I think it was a day later, was on the steps of the Supreme Court with the Planned Parenthood harpies and threatened Justice Kavanaugh and Justice Gorsuch with they said if you don't rule on abortion the way we want you to rule on abortion, we're going to rain holy hell on it and you're going to have hell to pay. Sounds like a threat to me. Now, Democrats have many sacraments. We know the Catholic Church has sacraments and the Democrats have sacraments. And some of their sacraments include infinite gender numbers, infinite pronouns, man being able to control the weather, not being able to use your money that you earn the way you think you should spend your own money, open borders, which of course makes everyone safer, sanctuary cities, which is like the safest place to be is in a sanctuary city, right, Kate Steinle? Democrats have many, many sacraments, but the biggest sacrament they have, the big kahuna, like with Christianity, we believe in the Trinity. This is right there up for Democrats, this sacrament. And that is, of course, the sacrament of being able to rip a baby out of a mother's womb at any stage of pregnancy. And if you threaten that, well, as you can see, all hell will break loose if you're Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh. So, it just goes to show you, like with Donna Brazille, thinking this is a little too close to home. Same with Chuck Schumer and all these other people. There have been so many advances in science since Roe v. Wade was codified into law thanks to the Supreme Court in 1973. We now know what goes on inside the womb. It is a miracle on every stage from conception to birth. And Democrats don't like that technology because it shows what exactly is growing inside of a mother. It's not part of the mother. It's completely separate being from the mother. And they want to be able to kill a baby at any stage and right after birth. And most Americans are like, hey, hang on a minute. Now, come on now. People that call themselves pro-choice, and I consider myself pro-life, but if you're going to be pro-choice, can we limit it to the first trimester? Even then, that's a lot, because obviously at the end of the first trimester, the baby is formed. It's just small, right? It just needs more time and nutrition to grow. But, most people who say that they're pro-choice draw the line after the first trimester. So the Democrats are becoming increasingly more radical, increasingly more dogmatic in their pursuit of their holy sacrament of abortion. And I think it's very off-putting for a lot of people. It's like, what is the matter with you? Like, why is this so important to you? First of all, we have the morning after pill, which is not an abortion pill. It stops fertilization. It's over the counter. There's condoms. There's birth control. There's IUD. There's the withdrawal methods. There's abstinence. And then if you do find out you're pregnant and you are pro-choice, there's lots of things you can do if you don't want to carry that baby to term within like 6 weeks. So don't give me this BS that, you're, 6 months in and you're like, I just don't feel like I want this thing. Get it out of me. And Democrats are like, yes, girl, do it. Here, let me suck the brains of the baby out for you. That's how they act, and it's disgusting. So Chuck Schumer rightly has been called out for the threats he's made, and I think he needs to be more than censured. I think he made an actual threat, and he needs to have legal consequences for it, but we'll see. Of course, Democrats are never held to account for anything, so I'm not going to hold my breath on that one, but whatever. Now, finally, can't end the week without talking about how the media has once again politicized a disease. And this time, of course, it's coronavirus. My article this week at angelasoapbox.com and redpillpundit.com is called Coronavirus is Not a Hoax, but the Propaganda About It Is. And I urge you to read it, share it, same with this video, subscribe and all that stuff. It's such a overblown hysteria that they're doing that it should make normal people go, okay, it is so obvious this is another example of get Trump. They're trying to crash the markets. They're trying to cause people to go into a panic for what? For what? A disease that mimics the flu or a cold and has less than the fatality rate of the flu. And a certainly less fatality rate than, swine flu that Barack Obama did nothing about for 6 months. And yet he's like, hashtag first black president, can't ever criticize Obama. But, Trump shuts the border down in January after he hears about this. He won't let people come in from certain parts of the country. And what was he called? A racist, of course. And now it turns out, that was exactly the right decision. They can't have it both ways, but yet they always try to. And look, I hope nobody gets sick. I hope nobody dies from this thing. Wash your hands. Don't be nasty. Take precautions, but it's not the end of the world. You don't need to cover yourself head to toe in, hazmat suits and masks. Relax. Just take care of yourself and, report symptoms if you think you have symptoms. But I think that the media is so irresponsible and hyping up things that do not need to be hyped up. But this is just the latest example of it. And that's all Trump was pointing out. He was like, I didn't say the disease was a hoax. I'm saying how you're handling it is a hoax. It's clearly a get Trump mechanism. But good luck. You haven't gotten them yet. You're not going to get them with this. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave you this week. Please, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I try and post every week. And every week, I come up with a new deserving filthy leftist who receives the plastic straw of the week. So that's certainly something to look forward to. So I do appreciate you watching this video. Again, please share my content. And as I like to say at the end of every video, it is our sacred duty to piss off a leftist every day. And that being said, I think I'm going to wear this shirt out. I think I'm going to wear this shirt out and do my errands and say, what come at me. I wish you would, because we have to be more bold in our appreciation and love of this president, because he certainly loves us and appreciates this country. So have a great week, everybody, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.